Second half here at the Bowling Ground, and West Ham United are drawing 0-0 with Manchester United, the team on a roll like no other. But today they've met an informed Adrian who's kept their team in it, even if West Ham have not really got forward and threatened, which they haven't, to be fair. But you never know. The game is over 90 minutes, and it's the score at the end of that which matters more than anything else. Well, Mata didn't really feature in that first half. We didn't really talk about him. He's recently fought off an injury and now back in the starting lineup a couple of games back. Rera to Di Maria and tackled by Morrison. Oh, pieces of big news all around the transfer window as Manchester City take the lead against Hull City, and they recently bought Christian Benteke. Spurs bought Jackson Martinez. Arsenal let go of Chesney, went to PSG, who are currently losing right now, so I wonder if they're going to regret that. Arsenal having an impressive season, but Arsene Wenger letting go of his top goalkeeper. And we are right back. My nan just called again. She has a habit of doing that these days. Anyway, Cresswell on the ball for West Ham, and as we were saying, Adrian has definitely been the reason that West Ham are where they are. We saw at the end of the first half, and we were talking about transfers before it was interrupted, and there's Alex Song, former Arsenal player, ironically, that we're talking about then. And look at the space Falcao has here, a lot of space. Oh, and that could be a foul. The referee is really letting play go a lot of the times. We looked at the replays at the end of the first half, and the deflection that Falcao's shot took looked like handball from an angle. So maybe Manchester United were a bit hard done by, not to have a free kick in that regard, but they'll keep pressing. Manchester United never give up. They play to the final minutes. It's a culture that has stood firm, maybe not for the last season really that much. A lot of people accuse them for just probably playing for 10 minutes and then dropping off, which Manchester United probably did in a lot of cases. But this season, they've definitely played till 90 minutes, and it's paid off for them on an incredible winning streak thus far. And here are West Ham, and here's Valencia. That's a great pass. David De Gea saves, and David De Gea saves again. A double save from David De Gea, fantastic, but he's thrown that out straight to Cedric here. And he's completely done a bad thing with a good thing with a terrible thing. And I think that'll be a goal kick just about. Well, Cedric there, he picked off David De Gea's throw. We can have a look at the tackle he made earlier. And one matter, I can't really see if he got the ball there or not. But he was alerted to David De Gea's bad throw and picked up the ball, but he went out for a goal kick. He was the last person to touch it in a tussle with Antonio Valencia. Falcao to Van Persie. Here's Herrera again. Adrian is really feeling nervy. He's on point. He's definitely on point. He's watching for those shots that come in from long range. He was beaten by a fantastic one from Di Maria in the previous game these two had, and he's more than aware of it now. But Herrera went wide with that attempt. Here's Mata. Mata gives it straight to Cresswell, and will chase after Cresswell for it. That's one thing you've got to love about this Manchester United team. Every time they lose the ball, they're like hounds trying to get it back again. Great tackle from Herrera. He's going to keep it. He's going to pass out to Robin Van Persie. Falcao is going to be to his right. Van Persie's going to go down. The referee will come over, and Van Persie's not really happy about it. And an altercation. What's the referee going to do? I don't think the referee's going to do anything. He's not going to book him for this. Okay, he's got away with one there. He got the ball. He did get the ball. I don't know what Van Persie's getting into an altercation about, because he got the ball from that angle. As Andy Carroll will come off for Carlton Cole here. And Carroll hasn't really featured in this game, but to be fair to him, he has struggled in his time in West Ham to just stay fit, let alone play. And the poor man who had such a stellar start to his career is falling into the injury-prone bracket, sadly. Not his fault, but it is rather unfortunate what has happened to Carroll. He was a Liverpool player at one point. Unfortunately for him, it just didn't come off for him. Oh, and that's a good free kick from Van Persie. It almost fell to Falcao's head. Here's Mata. He's going to cross it back in. And Rooney's going to come up. Falcao's going to bring it down. Great block from West Ham. And again, the defending is really being good for West Ham here. They could hold Manchester United to a draw. It would be well deserved. Oh, Di Maria just turning out Alex Song on the spot. And trying to keep the ball when Song wasn't happy about it. And is the referee calling a foul? What's going on here? He's calling a free kick to United, I think. And Juan Mata's going to take it. Wow, I don't know what that was for. Di Maria didn't go down. He didn't go looking for the foul. But the referee obviously saw something that was against the rules. And he's giving Juan Mata a free kick. Rather strange decision. Di Maria still had the ball at that point as well. Maybe there was a shirt pull that we didn't see. Well, Juan Mata, this is almost deadly range here. Adrian's ready, as is the wall. It's Mata, and it's going to hit the wall. Well, Manchester United have scored 2 free kicks from Van Persie this season. And that's more of a foul than the first one. The referee does call it against West Ham again. That time Rooney went down, and he's going to put the ball on the spot and probably take the free kick himself. And this time Mata's actually going to take it again. Well, this is actually a better position in some ways. It's Mata again. It's over the wall. It's it's off the bar. Now the referee has given it. The referee has given it to Mata. It bounced in off the crossbar. Now what happens here? It is a goal. Goal line technology has called Juan Mata's free kick a goal. And is that over the line? Yes, it is. Goal line technology says goal for Juan Mata. Manchester United take the lead. Oh. Well, look at this from Mata. It's beautiful. It's beautifully hit. Adrian is nowhere near that one either. That is definitely over the line, even without the goal line technology. And that's why it was implemented. Goal for Juan Mata. Beautifully struck. Better than his first one. Made up for it. Goal line technology says that Juan Mata has scored his first goal this season in the Premier League, unbelievably. He did score in the League Cup match against Doncaster Rovers. He scored twice. But that is his first league goal of the season. Goal line technology has decided a goal. Manchester United take the lead. West Ham will feel really aggrieved. They've done well. But that is why we have it. That is why we have goal line technology. It would have been cruelly not given probably on another day, but that's why we have the technology implemented in the Premier League, and it worked wonders for United there, and it definitely was a goal. Luke Varney has scored for Leicester against Crystal Palace, and that is crucial for their relegation battle, along with Burnley and Hull City also down there. Can West Ham respond? Here's Valencia, and tackled by Antonio Valencia. And now Manchester United go forward again. Di Maria. Here he comes. Oh, good save from Adrian again. Nothing he could do about the free kick. He was spellbound by it. Di Maria again. And now Manchester United are turning up the screws. Well, you've got to feel really sorry for West Ham. They have done well this afternoon. But the ruling is there. And it definitely did go over the line as well. Brilliantly hit free kick from Mata in the first place. Here is Falcao. He's going to put it across goal and score. What a goal from Falcao, from a cross goal. And West Ham, I think the spirit has been broken now. Manchester United take a 2-0 lead. Falcao with a fantastically hit technique shot. I'm not sure he meant to do it at all, but he will take it. Well, you've got to feel really sorry for West Ham here. Falcao on an actual run and pulls it across goal wonderfully. What a hit from Falcao. I'm not sure he meant it, but he'll take it. Oh, and Adrian is just short. And West Ham, you've got to feel sorry for them. They've defended ever so well up to now. Falcao's shot hit with such force across the goal, and it caught Adrian out. In fact, Adrian was just short of it. Well, that's goal number 6 for Falcao. That puts him even with Aaron Hemwood, so that's almost like 3 players either passed or on 6. Still no 10s yet. And Aaron Hemwood is having his lead in the goal race for the team, slipping by, and now Falcao is even with him. Edison Cavani has scored for Manchester City against Hull City, making that 3-1. I have to say Manchester City are through home and dry on that one. Against relegation candidate, battling Hull City, not candidates, but an element there. Herrera to Di Maria. And Manchester United are now turning it up. They want to keep West Ham down. And Di Maria with a good shot here. Handball again. That is handball from West Ham. That's 2 handballs in both halves, but Manchester United are already home and dry by the looks of it. Di Maria with the corner. Comes out to Herrera, I think. And Raphael's going to hit it. Well, he has scored belters like that. One against Queen's Park Rangers a couple of years back. It'll be a personal highlight for him. Almost with the header to Di Maria. Falcao again. Matters come out to his right and shoots with his left foot. Brings it onto his better foot, but no dice. Adrian says you're not scoring again on that occasion anyway. Well, that goal from Falcao completely took me by surprise. It was from a cross goal, and he somehow tucked it in the corner. Herrera to Di Maria. Mata. Well, Mata's pass has got through. And Percy. Di Maria comes up from behind, tries to ride the tackle and get through, and Di Maria has scored again. Angel Di Maria, this man is on a roll right now. You can't stop him. And he's going to dance to celebrate. Angel Di Maria is scoring for fun. He came in from behind Van Persie, ran with the ball, and belted that past Adrian. No chance for the keeper. A rocket of a shot. Adrian with no chance. And Di Maria scores again. He went under Adrian, I think. That's not as funny as Will Keane's swan dive against Swindon Town, but he only takes the biscuit there. And Angel Di Maria, that's his 7th of the season. So now, Angel Di Maria does take the lead in the Premier League now. He, Falcao, and Aaron Henwood were all tied for 6. That's the 7th for Angel Di Maria, who's now Manchester United's top scorer in the Barclays Premier League, and probably in the other competitions too. I know Mark Matters is probably the top scorer for the team as Everton take the lead in the Merseyside derby against Liverpool, and Liverpool just, what is happening? What is happening with Liverpool? They've dropped off tremendously since maybe before the second half of the season, and they even lost to Burnley at one point as well. Relegation threatened Burnley, picking up a win there, and Di Maria again. He wants to assert that lead he has in the Premier League scoring tally for his team now. 16 appearances. He's definitely paid a lot of the money he had back for him, especially in the second half of the season. And that's just a beautiful goal, and Adrian could do nothing about it, unfortunately for him. Because he'd had a stellar game up to that first free kick, and I think it broke him a little bit. Because you have to feel sorry for them, but the goal line technology is there, and it did rule the correct decision. As Sacco comes on for West Ham and 4 minutes left, and Zayate's gone off. Well, we had a goal line technology decision for Manchester United's match against Liverpool, which ruled no goal for Balotelli. And Manchester United have actually been given the goal with goal line technology on this occasion. Oh, beautiful passing! And Adrian saves it. The linesman calls offside against Van Persie anyway. Well, the passing has been wonderful for United this season, and the roll continues. Their biggest win, though, was only a 4-0 win at Burnley. That's been their biggest win. They haven't really gone higher than that, which is rather strange when you think about it, but the roll continues in any case, and that's all Louis Van Gaal would care about. And the Manchester United team and the staff and everybody after last season will take anything positive that they will get this season. And they are getting some positives out of this season for sure. A winning streak beyond a long time, but it's also a long time. I can't even begin to count the amount of games they've won since the Arsenal loss. Many games, I would think. Even with the Christmas period and the condensed schedule, United won them all. I don't think they won them all, but they drew a couple. But they haven't lost since the loss at Arsenal. That's 2 losses for Van Gaal all season. Unbelievable. And that's why his Holland team are probably 3rd in the World Cup as well. So Manchester United certainly made the right decision employing him. Here's Mata. Mata, probably one last goal for United perhaps, as Mata turns out the West Ham defence. Hits off the post. And no long goal line technology for Mata on that one. He's hit the post and it's gone out. And Cresswell battling with Rooney in a battle he normally loses, but he's got the ball. And Raphael stops him instead. Some will feel that's a foul. Cedric thrown out to Cresswell. The final seconds of this game, and Manchester United have dominated the second half. They tend to. And sometimes, a lot this season, it's been 0-0 at the first half, but the second half, Manchester United dominate, and that has again been the case today. One Matis free kick started the scoring. Goal line technology awarded as a goal. Falcao's brilliantly shot across goal. Beat Adrian for that one, and Di Maria gets his 7th goal of his Premier League season, and his run goes on, as does United's. West Ham United 0, Manchester United 3, but you've got to give it to West Ham. They put in such an effort in that first half, but the mighty of Manchester United proved too much once again. West Ham 0, Manchester United 3. The other games in the Barclays Premier League today has produced a shocker. We're going to start right there at Villa Park, where Villa have beaten Chelsea by 2-1, and that will thus increase United's lead at the top of the table. Fantastic effort by Aston Villa, considering they lost Christian Benteke in this transfer window just gone. A couple of draws, one for Burnley, another point for them against West Brom, and the Merseyside derby also ended 1-1. Despite Everton taking the lead, Liverpool pulled it back probably right at the end. Leicester City, a vital win in their relegation battle as they beat Crystal Palace by 2-1. Manchester City smashing Hull City by 3-1. Looks like Manchester City are definitely on the rise. Will they have enough time to mount a Championship challenge perhaps? Well, with Manchester United's just amazing run, probably the answer would be no in any case. Newcastle United 2, Stoke City 1. Queen's Park Rangers lose to Southampton 2-0. In the London derby, it was Spurs 1, Arsenal 1, a comeback for Arsenal. You got to give them credit. Spurs losing their top goalkeeper, they pulled it back, but they had a scare at one point as they were 1-0 down at the break, but have brought it back. Swansea 2, Sunderland 1, and Manchester United thumping West Ham in that second half, as we know, by 3-0. In the table then, as we said, Manchester United's league increases. They are now 8 points clear of Chelsea at the top. It is looking like Manchester United's title to lose. Arsenal draw within a point of Chelsea as well. Despite a draw, they've actually moved up into... They've actually stayed 3rd, but now they're a point closer to Chelsea. Liverpool, despite their bad run, are still in the top 4, but only just, as Manchester City are chasing after them at the rate of knots. Sunderland also could get there, but they've dropped their position thanks to goal difference betted of Manchester City. Spurs, Everton, West Brom and Newcastle complete the top 10. West Ham drop out due to their loss at United. The relegation zone, a vital win for Crystal Palace against Leicester City against Crystal Palace, my apologies. It brings them to within 2 points of safety. Hull City losing to Manchester City doesn't help. Burnley gain a point, but they're still 11 points clear of safety, maybe even 12. No, it'd be 11, wouldn't it? They're still 11 points clear of safety. They've got enough games, but they need to hope for something. And it can be done. It can be done. It has been proven. Harry Redknapp at Portsmouth. But they need to get going. And they need to get going very soon, because I think once we reach about 30 games, it's probably going to be... we're going to have a better look at that then. But it can be done. There is no lost hope for Burnley yet. But they've still not even reached double figures in points yet. It can be done, though. It can be done.